So the Alibaba Group on Tuesday launched a new edition of its professional training arm known as the Alibaba Global Initiatives. That program looks to train more than 360 African entrepreneurs, which is supported by the Africa's Business Heroes Prize competition, supporting the next generation of Africans across various sectors. Joining us now is Violet Amoabeng. She is the founder and CEO of Skin Gourmet in Ghana, Akwaba. She is also one of the selected finalists in this year's Alibaba Netpreneur Training Program. Etiseo.
Yeah. Thank you for having me.
How is it going over there in Accra? Tell me briefly, and congratulations to start with. Tell me briefly about this Alibaba Netpreneur Training Program of which you were selected.
Okay, all right, so my name is Violet, and I'm the founder and CEO of Skin Gourmet. And I'm also a top 10 Africa's Business Heroes for 2021. So the Netpreneur Alibaba initiative is amazing because what they're doing essentially is Alibaba is a powerhouse when it comes to e-commerce. And so they're helping African businesses, especially those of us who can be in service or we can be in retail with a product. And they're showing us how we can also dominate or have access to the global market through e-commerce. And it's through a special training program where they take us through it using their stories, using our challenges and adapting it to our markets and helping us essentially be able to market to the world through our computers.
Yeah, you folks are Africa's business heroes, the next generation of entrepreneurs on the African continent. Talk to me about your journey as a finalist for this.
Okay, so I would have to say the Africa's Business Heroes, I always say it's such a life-changing competition because when you're already doing business in Africa, it is beyond challenging. So when you're able to go through a program that, number one, will help you they don't just say you need this to qualify, but they actually, if they believe in the business, they help you to qualify. And then they get you to a stage where you actually get a grant. But the whole time they're doing this, you're going through so many trainings and so many developments that you are understanding your business better, not just from your local perspective, but from a global perspective. So you finally get to top 10, and then there's even another prize as if top 10 was not good enough. And there we compete for a higher amount. But then the best part is, even after the competition is over, they're still helping us to get our businesses to bigger stages. And they're helping us also become ambassadors for other African businesses in our area that can also qualify and grow so they can also become global businesses.
I'm going to ask you about the prize money, but first, tell me about what you do in Ghana, about your Skin Gourmet. Well, what does it involve? What do you put together that makes it really worthwhile?
Okay, so at Skin Gourmet, we make raw handmade skincare sourced from the wilds of Ghana, and it's so pure that you can eat it. Essentially, what we're doing is we're taking our local raw materials, finding a way to then change it into export quality. So we have finished goods that we can export and essentially push our nation beyond aid while boosting growth in the economy and creating decent jobs. Through skincare, you can actually eat, which is based on our culture. So essentially, we're manufacturers.
Black is beautiful.
Yes, it is, but it's for everyone, actually.
Okay, great. I love that. So now you're getting some prize money. How has it helped your business? How much are you getting? Talk to me, you're a millionaire in dollar terms.
Well, I mean, it's definitely helped boost the business, but I would say more important than the money, because if you get that kind of money, which is about $100,000, that's for top 10, and you don't necessarily know how to use it, you could actually end up collapsing your business because you don't have the right guidance. So what's great about the competition is that you have to pitch it. You have to help them understand how you're going to use the money. They give you the feedback. And when times like this, where the whole world is going through chaos and this inflation, we know the right places to invest the money properly so that our business can grow. I would say if it wasn't for the Africa's Business Heroes competition, I would be pretty tight. But because they've come in, given us the mentoring, taught us how to invest properly to get returns, our business is doing much better, and we're currently even expanding globally.
Violet, I'm 50 plus. Is your products for me?
Yes, the products are for everyone. Like male, women, children, everybody. It's super, super safe. It's so safe.
Yeah.
You can literally eat it. Like, I'm not just saying you can eat. Like, you can actually decide you want to fry your eggs with it or put it on your skin.
Now it's dinner time. Don't make me hungry, my friend. Okay, let's talk a little bit about some of the challenges that you face. How are you navigating them, these challenges in the local environment in Ghana?
I mean, when it comes to challenges and doing business in Africa, I think you could go on for decades just talking about the different challenges. But I think one of the beautiful things about being an entrepreneur in Africa is that the constraint is what actually leads you to be more innovative. So right now, with basically the inflation going up all over the world, you have to find a way to change your business model in order to survive. And I honestly say that even though it's been very challenging due to ABH and due to other accelerator programs that we're taking, we're understanding how better to take advantage of the economy as it is. So for example, us who are in Africa, this is the best time for us to be exporting as opposed to be importing, which is actually the best way to boost our economy. But in terms of challenges, most people want to first always say finance. I would say no. The first thing would be the systemic challenges. I mean, taxation, inflation, currency, things to do with currency, having information, staffing challenges. All of it is very different. I think it's even more difficult because, like for me personally, I studied abroad and came back to Ghana. So a lot of things they taught me was for the Western world. When you come to Africa, those things don't necessarily apply. So it's always about
You've got to adapt. You've got to adapt. Tell me about your plans. Tell me about your growth plans. I'm sure you're not trying to stay just within Ghana. You're looking at West Africa and beyond. Are you stepping into Nigeria with a huge market of 200 million people plus?
Well,
where are you going next?
Well, definitely. Our main plan, our strategy is to be in every country in the world. And since ABH, we were at over 17, and now we're currently going to over 25 different countries. The whole strategy is to grow outwards because, of course, the market here in Ghana, even in West Africa, even in Africa, is too small for us. So our plans is to grow, expand, and be a global giant. Yes.
I like the G on the giant. Okay, so when is this a program? What have you learned through this program? What have you learned from other co-competitors in terms of how much innovative we are on the African continent for entrepreneurs such as yourself? You said frustrations brings out the best of innovation from us in Africa. That's quite a line I picked tonight.
I think one amazing thing that we've learned is during the competition, you meet people who are your competitors, but then you find out that they're actually your collaborators. So not only are they able to share their experiences with you, but they also open doors for you. They use their networks to make connections for you. They let you know about other accelerated programs you can go into, other grant opportunities. And so we're able to lean on each other and help each other through these hard times. In terms of the Alibaba Netpreneur program, we actually just started yesterday, but already what we're doing is we're looking at how it is that China became a global, e-commerce giant in terms of Alibaba. And you're looking at the fact that China is not so different from Africa. And so they're looking at that to see how best they can help us adapt so that we can also grow our market the same way. But not only that, they're also giving us access to the Chinese market. So you have really big brands like, say, Gorilla Coffee in Rwanda, which is now huge in China. And this small business has transformed over the years. So essentially, they're helping us, showing us how to become a global giant using e-commerce, which means using as little resources as possible and maximizing it so we can be as profitable as possible.
Oh, great. Now I know where you want to go, the world. China is the market. Okay, have a great evening, my friend. Great sharing your thoughts and congratulations once again.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great evening in Accra.
You too.
Violet Amoabeng, thank you so much. Okay, so